And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel. Today we're taking a look at Head of Mousehold. That's a weird name. In this game, you're running for cheese that's in traps. Now, who gets the cheese from the trap? Well, the proverb says the second mouse gets the cheese. Why? Because the first mouse has a problem with the trap. And so the second mouse comes in and goes, too bad. Swiss, because we always use Swiss cheese in traps in cartoons. I would personally prefer them use horseradish Munster, but a good brie. Okay, I'm getting off topic. I do like cheese though. I would get caught in a trap. So this game, you are trying to be second, or sometimes third. What? Here's how the game plays. In this game, each player is going to get a set of cards, and these cards are going to be mice of various colors. So you can see I got some white mice. I'm the Lego army here. It looks like I'm using game pieces to fight. Let's see what this army has here. This is the food, so they're fighting with food. So you have different ones. If you're playing with a two-player game, you'll have more cards than normally you would. So each round of the game, you're going to have a certain number of mouse traps up here based on the number of players playing. You're going to put some tokens and flip them up. And there's the cheese you're trying to get, which is tokens 1 through 4. Each player's... First, we're going to see the speeds of the mice played this round. So you're going to randomly place out some speed cards. So white mice are the fastest, and blue mice are the slowest. All right, so once this has been done, players are going to pick 3 mice from in front of them. So let's say I pick these 3 mice, a blue, a green, and a purple. Once I do that, I show everyone which mice I had picked and put them in front of me with these little markers here that look almost like a squirrel. All right, now if I had picked, for example, 2 blues and a green, then I would just put blue and green out there and people would know 2 of my cards were the same. Once everyone's done doing that, players will start taking turns placing mice underneath the different spots. Now the first mice under spots plays face up, the second one's plays face down, the third one's played face up and face down, etc. So players are going to be placing cards like this down in front. Once all the cards are placed and everyone's done placing their cards, we're going to turn these cards all face up. And then we're going to rearrange them based on the colors here. So here white, then purple, then green, then blue. Here white, then orange, then blue. Here purple, then orange, and here green. If there's multiple of the same color, then they would stay in the same order that they already were in. At this point, the first mouse gets to the mousetrap so fast, he gets killed by the mousetrap. Gone. Gone. Not only that, this one's a squeaker. So he yells when he gets caught, which means the second guy gets eaten by the cat. Gone. 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 Now, if there's only a blue would be safe. The slowest mice are really careful. So now we come here, and this player, whoever played the purple mouse, the toy player, is going to get 1 point, and the bathtub player is going to get 6 points for having these 2 people there. And then these mice go back to their opponent's hands. The ones that got eaten by the mousetrap, oh, too bad. Now that's a super basic game. You can also play with event cards each round. Only the first mouse played to a trap is played face up. The rest are played face down. Squeakers do not wake up the cat today. I'll play all mouse cards face down. So there's going to be different events that are going to change up how the game works. And in the next round, if no one took the cheese there, we'll be adding a second one to that. And you're just going to do this over 5 rounds. After 5 rounds, you simply add up your cheese tokens, and whoever has the most points worth of cheese is the winner, which makes a lot of sense because cheese is delicious. I really like in this game how there's so much different artwork, right? Like, I've already shown you some of them, but you can see these guys are the bathroom gang. So they're wearing bathing suits, using hair dryers. Then we got the office people with briefcases. It's a nice thing that it shows the difference between these. And then finally we got the outdoor guys who are using hoses and things like that. It's all trying to get cheese. So I like that the artwork on these is really well done. The card quality is fine, not great but fine. And these are really cool little wooden tokens, again giving some information about what's being played out there. The cheese tokens could be better. They're thinner, and you can see there's a little bit of flash on some of them. They weren't as easy to punch out. But for the most part, everything fits very easily into the box. Okay, so there you go. Head of Mousehold. It's a simple little card game. It is, for 3 to 5 player, or 2 to 5 players, sorry. And I think it scales pretty well. This game is actually a really fun little game. There's a lot of these games you're trying to outthink the other players, but I like this one because you're putting a mouse down and you're sitting there going, okay, purple's the fastest mouse this turn. I'm not going to put a purple mouse down, right? And I'm not going to put an orange mouse down, because they're the second fastest. The white mouse is the third fastest, blue is fourth, green is fifth. I can put the green one down, but if there's 2 faster mice than me, or you can sacrifice one of your own mice, hoping that your second mouse will get the cheese then. Got to watch out for those squeakers though, because then it's the third mouse. And so you're also seeing the colors everyone has. You can look at the mice and say, okay, they have a purple, a white, and a red, or a purple, white, and orange. And think about the colors that they're playing. So there's like a little bit of information. Now don't get me wrong, this game's not that thinky, and there's a lot of times you flip with the cards and there's a lot of laughing, and as you shift everything around, and the events change things up. I personally love the events where all the mice are played face down, or after the first one they're all played face down, because it makes the game a little more tense. This game feels different than many of these other games where you're running to grab stuff and putting stuff down. First of all, the production really is gorgeous. I really appreciate that they put a lot of effort into the artwork for this game. I really like all the different mice. It's fun, it looks cute. It's also easy to play. You're like, I don't know what to play. All right, well, let's play some cards, and you can play a full round and say, and that's how the game works. And everyone will go, oh, and then know how to play the game. So overall, this is a filler style game, easy and light to play. Highly recommend it. For me, Head of Mousehold. Also, it should come with real cheese. I do like cheese. Dice Tower Judgment approved!